Welcome in once again to the Yugioh Fresh Off the Press community, where we analyze the current pulse, trends, and forecast of the Yu-Gi-Oh markets. We're here to feed the endless, eternal Yu-Gi-Oh market watch cardboard addiction, guys. You already know. Coming back, hey, I apologize, not showing the camera. It's just more convenient on the road right now, guys. So, in the next couple of days before I head back, home, I might, put the camera back on. So hopefully you guys, just understand it, but still bringing that fresh off the press quality content to you guys today. A lot to talk about in the Yugi verse right now. But before we get to it, don't forget to subscribe, as it really does help out the channel. So let's start off with Wild Survivors, guys. A lot of is the talk of the town right now. This is coming next month, and the next month is just around the corner. We're at the end of May. People are excited. New Dino support. Vanquish Souls are coming out. And what nouvelles, man, I need to work with my French, man. The Konami bringing all these, different type of names and different French and, and this and that, man. But yeah, 60 card booster set, introducing those two new archetypes. So everyone's excited for that. And then, you have reprints of some older cards like, the Pill, which we're gonna check out. It has a lot of Dino cards reprinted as rares, so easy budget, easy to get, so no excuses on that. And again, MSRP of $4.49 per pack, 7 cards per pack, 60 cards the set size, coming out just around, is that like a week from now? That's crazy. The official launch date, but the OTSs are gonna have these before a week already. So that's why we have the spoilers that were announced just a couple of days ago, as we discussed in our shorts. And 10 ultra rares, 15 supers, 35 rares, and 15 cards are also available as collector rares, guys. So just wanted to discuss this product a little bit today. As we can see, again, most of these are going to be rares, a couple of supers and ultras, the CRs. Man, that Conductor and Oviraptor as CRs, those are going to be looking fresh off the press, just like the channel. You guys already know. You have a lot of ritual support. We do see a couple of reprints with Tenki here. Petit Pterodon is going to be nice. Is it a rare though? Because then the ultras probably retain value as the holographic prints. This card, nice reprint here. And just looking on and all, it's going to be a fun set, to get a couple of singles from. You have a lot of ritual support. Enemy Controller. Is that a super rare or rare, man? It's probably a rare, but if it would be a super, it would look nice. Then you have a Nimadoran Archosaurus. I think that's the official name, but that's the level 1 Dino, as we already know. Just such a great effect. Nice to see a reprint here. Allure of Darkness as well. Fossil Day, the pre-prep, and then Tikaboo and the Hamburger. That's funny. But yeah, just a lot of great reprints coming in this set. Just wanted to make sure you guys were informed. Of course, this came out a couple of days ago, but yeah, just wanted to touch base on it. And Vanquish Soul, the ultra rares are around 30 to 40 billies, in that range, more on the 40 billy range side. Why? Because it's pre-sales, hard to get. People are hyped and they feel like they need these cards, but you have rares and collector rares and supers, so many different versions of these cards. Can't wait to see the pictures. You guys know me, man. I like to analyze cards when we have pictures here, so we'll wait a couple of days and as we get closer and nearer to the release of this set. But yeah, that's just around the corner. So I wanted to touch base today with the best rogue decks in Yu-Gi-Oh right now as of May 2023, heading into June now. Again, shout out Hanko Chow, all credit goes to him, all the credits for this great recap here that we're gonna actually take a look here today. And we're gonna start with Dino. Why? Because Dinos are getting support just around the corner again, and also in Dune as well, so stay tuned for that. A lot of support for Dinos. They might be making a comeback into the meta scene, starting as a rogue deck, as we can see here. The best rogue decks, at least for now, before the official support comes out. And it's pretty much a standard build. You do have G Golems here, which that's the new addition to the Dino deck. So that's a pretty nice spice. But yeah, all in all, 40 cards, Lost World Dinos, always, just staying relevant, finding a way to take some results here and there, especially at locals. So just such a great deck. Just wanted to discuss a couple of cards. We have double evolution pill. Again, this is still the max rarity. You still have the ultra rares, and now you have a third budget printing, but we're gonna care about the secrets, you know what I mean? And here, as we can see, is still, you know, retaining its value. Why? Because a rare, who really wants rares? You know what I mean? It's a 4 Billy card, quickly goes up to 5s. Not too many copies in the market here. You know, I mean, if we can see here, the next wall is what? Wow, place it at 7 Billies, and you don't see walls, man, all the way up until 10 Billy. So there's not as many of these as you would think. That is insane. Just a hard card to get from Battles of Legend, Light's Revenge. And yeah, there's no major walls here, guys. So 34 listings, max rarity print, secret rare. These look amazing, lovely. I have my playset just in case. Like I said, I want to look into plain dinos. It's not an official, you know, decision yet. I just need to let the cards come out, see, you know, how I feel and things of that nature. But definitely a card that I want to have access to. I have a bunch of ultras as well, and you know, the rares also are coming out. But again, holographics, cheap. I would get these as the mid-max if you don't feel like shutting out 4 or 5 Billies. Honestly, I would go for the secrets, but it's nice to have a more budget holographic version. And then the rares, you know, for people that are on that janitor salary, man, it's tough out there sometimes. So we move on to Animadorn Archosaur. There we go. I think I didn't kill the name. You see that clear spike in the chart as the max rarity version, and it's just getting cleaned out. Only 2 pages, 13 listings. Man, that's just crazy how the markets are reacting. We discussed this card not too long ago, and now we're just providing an update. You know, you have a big wall here around 24s, 25s per se. Only 2 pages still, and 16 listings, so not too many in the markets. I just have one of these. You know, most likely I'll sell this one and just run 2 ultras, and then I also have an additional playset of ultras, which, you know, again, as a rare, no one's gonna want the rares. People are gonna want holographics. So right now, at under 2 Billies, wow, massive wall here. Might not be a good time to just make sure you have at least your copies, maybe even make an investment if, you know, you think that can pan out. I certainly think it's a good one to at least have a playset, an extra playset in the binder per se. Then we have Baby Cerosaurus. Same deal. I think we're getting rares, aren't we? It's just, it was hard to notice which ones are going to be supers or ultras, things of that nature. But, you know, again, this super looks fresh off the press from the OTS Tournament Pack 18. I've been accumulating these, so hopefully it still pans out. I'm not sure if it's a super or a rare or an ultra from you know, the new set that's coming out, but again, if it's a rare as I think, then look, only 50 listings, under 50 listings, and yeah, this card quickly goes up now, as you guys can see here, towards 4s. That's the placer, right? 0% though. So at 5 Billies is when you have that next playset, and people need their playsets. So yeah, it's holographic. It looks really nice, and I have a couple of extra copies just ready, as we've been, you know, talking about dinos for a while now on the channel. You know, a couple of weeks ago, just making market watches, talking about the support coming, and Wild Survivors is here now. So hopefully you guys, you know, made the necessary moves. Same for Giant Rex, as we can see here, just spiking off the lows at around a Billy 37, and now, as we can see, is essentially a 2 Billy card. Yeah, you have a playset here, only 4 pages, 39 listings. The card is getting, you know, targeted because people want their holographic Giant Rexes. Again, I think most of these cards were reprinted as rares, so people, okay, is good, we can get them, they're easy to get, but we want that shiny bling, the holographic. Look at that background with the volcano, yo. Really like the artwork for this card, and it's just needed in most of the dino versions and dino decks out there, because it's just such a broken card. Giant Rex from Battles of Legend, Light's Revenge, definitely one to keep in mind. Then you have Petiterodon, same deal. You have the ultra rares consolidating near the lows. You know, now reprinted as a rare, finally has that second print budget version, so these are around 2s. I would just be coming in, paying 6 Billies, making sure that I have access to a holographic version. Under 100 listings, and if you make it first ed here, clean this up a little bit, janitor style, you see it's a 2 Billy card with a couple of deals here, under 50 listings. So guys, if you want max rarity Petiterodon, make sure you guys get your copies sooner rather than later. Then you have Enemy Controller. Again, it has a lot of printing, so I'm not sure, is it a rare, super? It depends. If it's a super, wow, that's gonna look very nice. Most likely a rare, but we'll see. But man, what I really like is now that the secrets are going to be going down, you know, most likely. Let's analyze it real quick. Yeah, I'd love to see these dumps, you know, off the all-time highs, retracing back down hard to the mean, because now we have a budget version, once again, of Enemy Controller. Love to see these first heads at these prices, you know, because it's an Edison format card, even a gold format card, just such. I believe so, right, guys? So I believe so. And yeah, really like this quick play Enemy Controller Broken Effect. Love the artwork, and yeah, I can't wait to get me. I have one, I need two more for the playset, and maybe invest in a couple of more. Just a beautiful card from Legendary Collection Kaiba, you know, that yeah, it's getting an easy budget reprint, easy to get, coming soon in Wild Survivors. But yeah, there's a lot of printings of this card, so I'm gonna just focus on this min-max, or it really is, I think it's max rarity. Yeah, you know what I mean? Definitely like this one. Then you have Eradicator Epidemic Virus. As we can see here, let me see. Yeah, rare. You see we're getting a rare. We have common, a bunch of commons. You have a super, and then an ultra, mid-max, and then the secret rare max rarity. And then the rare now is budget, easy to get. That's good because it puts some sell pressure on all these copies that were multiple billies. So that's good. But yeah, now I want to focus on the ultras. Excuse me, you know, because now they're gonna be better and easy and more accessible to get, thanks to the reprint. So that's, I love when that happens, you know, because this looks fresh off the press, man. Again, from the Legendary Collection Kaiba. I guess they targeted a couple of these cards because they just look beautiful in the mid-max, but some people just want access to the card, so I can totally relate with regards to that. Then same deal with pre-prep, you know, pre-preparation of rights. Only 4 printings here. It's nice to get that 5th print just to put some sell pressure on these cards, because man, 4 billies for most copies, 3-4 billies, even commons, that's crazy, you know what I mean? So now we're gonna most likely get a rare, so that's good, just to have access to such a great card for rituals. And yeah, I'm focused. I just want this one, man. Ultra rare max rarity from Battles of Legend Relentless Revenge. You know, we see a spike in the chart a little bit, but if we clean this up janitor style, stay around 440s, man. Come on, I need this under 3 billies, you know. Playset for 5 billies, that'd be beautiful. Only 25 listings, just a hard card to get. But hopefully, you know, when it officially comes out next week, most likely as a rare, I believe so. But we'll have a 5th print now regardless, and hopefully that sell pressure comes in so that we can get these OG prints that look beautiful. Then we have the regular preparation of rights, also getting a reprint on over there. Same deal. I just wanted the sell pressure to come in. You know, wow, this reached what, 8 billies? Yeah, so it's coming back down. Hopefully down to 2 to 3s, with 10 billies gets you a playset. And also from Battles of Legend Relentless Revenge, so definitely one to keep in mind. Guys, don't forget, we have our link tree, all our centralized resources, our socials. You know, click the link down below. You can come over, join us over at the Twitters, the Instagram, the Facebook, the TikTok, and the Discord. Make sure you read the server rules. Just join the family. You'll receive a warm welcome. Also, the Semi-Limited podcast, you know, great podcast with the boys out there. Check out these on a commute. Great themes that we talk about, all about Yu-Gi-Oh. You know, I'm definitely one to keep in mind, guys. And also our channel, make sure you subscribe if you haven't done so already. What are you waiting for? So much quality, great value content here on the Fresh Off the Press community YouTube pages. Subscribe here really helps out. Click the bell to stay tuned for our Fresh Off the Press videos and content, guys. You guys are the straight MVPs. Thank you so much. Also like the video, as it helps out with the algorithm just to find great people like you guys. And also remember that this content is not any official financial advice. It's created for entertainment purposes only. Jay, continue showing me the cards. All right, so we continue on with another rogue deck, Solomon Greats. They're getting support, I believe in Dune, isn't it? Or in Legendary? No, it's in Legendary Duelist, something Volcano, Soul Burning Volcano. Yeah, they're getting support. So I mean, they're already, you know, making waves here. As you can see, 5th to 8th place, top 8 in Catskills, New York regional qualifier this month. That's crazy without the new support that they're getting. That's pretty interesting. pretty interesting, guys. Definitely wanted to discuss a couple of cards. They're making moves. You know, Salomon Greats, again, getting support. People are on top of this. And, you know, Silent Minings. Don't wait until legendary Duelist Soul Burning Volcano comes out when the hype is here and everyone needs their copies. Nah, I mean, only 4 prints. I mean, it might get reprinted there. You don't know in that set just to support Cybers and things of that nature. But you want to make sure that you have access to your Silent Minings. We've been discussing this card on the channel. Just wanted to provide another highlight in the sense of don't forget about this card. You have rare, supers, ultras, and secrets. I have a playset of secrets that I'm holding on to. Hopefully that investment continues to pan out. I'm already up 2x. Let's see what happens. Hopefully we're not caught holding bags, but I'm just waiting for the Soul Burning Volcano release later on this year. The hype to come in and we feed that hype, you know what I mean? That demand, we supply it to the market, and sometimes it's too easy. Guys, make sure you guys have your mining. So moving on to a couple of Salomon Great cards, we have Rage here from OTS Pack 12, pumping up after the support was announced. Again, the only holographic print, I believe so, at $1 billion some change, but really is a $2 billion card. Quickly continues to go up. Only 34 listings. People are coming in. Look, guys, the sales are here. The chart's pumping. People are getting ready. And this thing looks fresh off the press, man. Super rare. That thing looks clean. So I definitely get that part. Then you have Salomon Great Roar from the structure deck Soul Burner. Yeah, it's the single print for now of the Counter Trap. Such a broken card. Easy to get. You know, have massive walls here at 2 quarters, under 100 listings though. So look, a lot of people just coming in, getting their copies. Make sure you're one of them if you plan to play this deck. Don't wait, you just never know. It might get reprinted, honestly, in the legendary Duelist, but we don't know yet, so you don't want to run that risk, in my opinion. And then if it does get like an ultra rare bump or whatever and it's cheap as well, then you can make the upgrade. But what if they don't, right? You don't want to be on that side of the coin per se. And then another you know, card that they use in their deck, it's a Floodgate Goes in Match from Mama, guys, from Mama. As you can see, supply is coming back in a little bit at $2 billion. I believe this is a great entry price. Why? Because this is a Floodgate used in multiple decks, is the max rarity version, almost under 100 listings. Look, people are coming in and gobbling this card up at $2 billion. I have a couple of copies laying around. And yeah, man, Goes in Match, definitely one to keep in mind. Then the last deck that I want to talk about today is Labyrinth, guys. What a sleeper deck, man. Everyone is just snoring, man. Just slept on the deck. Deck continues to get results. 5th to 8th place in the same regional qualifier at the beginning of this month. And yeah, man, everyone expecting, you know, the reprints to come later on this year, things of that nature. That's true. I can't wait to get my hands on this deck. I want to start learning how to play it, because that's when I like decks like these, when reprints come, cards get cheap per se. And you know, this is like, I love trap decks like Subterrors and, you know, Labyrinth and Paleos and, you know, all that good stuff. But yeah, this is the next one I want to pick up when these cards get reprinted. So I'm waiting. I'm on the sidelines. But yeah, just continue. These rogue decks continue to get results, so make sure that you keep these decks in mind. So as we can see, Castle's actually rebounding off the lows of 13-14 billies. Now it's back up to a 20 billy card, only 34 listings. That's crazy. I mean, it's a single print from Darkwing Blast, hard card to get, and it's a mainstay, you know, obviously for the archetype. And we can see the rebound off, you know, the 30 billion mark, down 50%, now rebounding a little bit. But we see people coming in at around 20s, just getting their playsets. That's crazy. And more off, so after the regional results, people are coming in and they're speculating a little bit heading into Nat season. You know, some people probably believe this deck might come out of nowhere and just take over the show. And you never know with Yu-Gi-Oh, right? So definitely a solid deck. This is one of the, you know, main parts of the engine. And yeah, people are coming in. You can see the demand. Same for Ariana. It's consolidating near the lows, and now you see that small tiny curvature. The card is quickly becoming a 10 billy card once again after being 7 or 8s under 100 listings. So again, most likely reprinted soon, later on this year. But people don't care. They're like, yo, I want to play the deck, man. I need the cards today. Same with Lovely Labyrinth. This is the cheaper one of the three. It's just a 2-3 Billy card. It's under 100 listings though, and people again coming in, getting their one of, making sure they have access to the card. Don't forget about Lovely Labyrinth of the Silver Castle from Tama. And then you have the 2 traps, obviously. Welcome Labyrinth, you know, it's coming off. Wow, excuse me, as you can see there, 50 Billy, you know, as we've been mentioning on the channel. And it just, every time I see that chart, I react like it's the first time I'm watching it. And I've covered the card endlessly on the channel. But yeah, 16, 17s is bumping up a little bit from that 14, 15 Billy mark. Under 100 listings, still a hard card to get. And it hasn't been reprinted yet. Might most likely coming down the road. But again, you know, I don't think Konami's going to hit this deck on the ban list. You never know. But I mean, honestly, it's a good card. It's a good card. So one to keep in mind. And then the last card of the day, Big Welcome Labyrinth from Photon Hypernova. This is a cheap one, easier to get. As we can see here, we cleaned this up janitor style. We see is a 3 Billy card for the most part. A lot of listings because people are expecting the reprint, you know. And it's crazy to think that this card was, you know, 20s at one point when it came out. But yeah, now it's easily accessible and people want to play the deck. So yeah, it's definitely another one to keep in mind. Just wanted to discuss these rogue decks, you know, today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the content. We continue to be on the road. You know, next week we're coming back home, regularly scheduled market watches per se, with the camera, everything set up. You know what I mean? But hey, one of these days I might pop it up again. Let's see what happens. But and yeah, with the card market thing, I think I'm gonna shift it over to shorts. I think I'm gonna add a 3rd daily short eventually towards the channel and just talk about a card market card there. You know, the price movements and things of that nature for my, you know, European peeps out there and things of that nature, because you know it's tough on my end, you know, like having to include this and deal with all this and stuff. I think I'm gonna keep it under a minute with the shorts, but you know, provide the feedback down below, leave comments, let me know what you guys think. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's content, guys. Thank you so much for your support, the subs, the likes, clicking that bell, the comments you guys leave below. You guys are the straight MVPs, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's content. As always, I'm gonna let you guys get out of here. Thank you so much for your time, for your support, and for your attention, and hope you guys have a good one.